with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. All right, all right, all right. We. Oh no. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Un momento. Oh, all right. Love, joy, celebration. A little OMG. A little. Oh, no, not a little. Always grounded in the truth. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Let's do this. All right. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Our little animal allies have something to say. All right, Birdie. All right, what does a little birdie have to say? Huh. Scarlet ibis. Connection to lunar energies, investigation, transition, trust, communication, being still, magic, and alchemy. It's possible to turn Scarlet Ibis wisdom. It's possible to turn a toxic situation into wisdom, even though it's not super fun. Being open to solutions you haven't considered yet often makes room for new and better. When the Scarlet Ibis shows up, be patient, trust in divine timing. You're ready to lead by example and own any room you walk into. Practice taking up space and being unapologetically you. Scarlet Ibis wants you to know life will soon be infused with new, rich, fertile energy. Welcome it in and use it to its best advantage. All right. All right. A lot of messages in there. No, for real. Sort of truth. Like, unapologetically you. For some of you, I just saw the marriage proposal card and the truth, sort of truth. I would question somebody's intentions and motives, especially if it's a new relationship and they're like, let's get married. Look, marriage proposal, next level union. 144, you have a divine mission. Ignite your fire within. Wow. I feel like two chosen people are coming together. Sort of truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Interesting. This seems to be a past life. What? Past light? No, past life. Six of Cups. Right? Someone from your past. But I feel like there are two energies. One is holding on and one is yet to arrive. Right. Let's focus on the one to arrive. Knight of Cups, soulmate energy. Proposal, doubling down on the proposal energy. Multiple priorities. Time management, adaptability, balancing decisions. This really makes me, because we saw alchemy with this as well. The Queen of Wands is on the bottom. Five of Pentacles. So you left behind someone who was just all gas. And listen. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Chariot, Two of Cups, Two of Wands. And there's someone who's trying to, it feels like, use some form of magic to bring you back to another person who refuses to let you go. Look, World, King of Wands. Right. So these two energies could be partnered together and coming for you, collective. Yowzer. Yeah, definitely. Going to the chapel and we're... Yeah. So this is definitely some karmic energy that you slew. Yeah, these people are watching you. They did something, Three of Swords, to hurt you, to make you walk away. Look, Eight of Swords. Yeah, somebody tried to trick you and trap you. Ugh. I also feel like somebody wants to change the way you think about another person. Because I feel like you may actually think very negatively about this energy from the past. Yeah. This could even be someone who has proposed to you before, right? But they had too many priorities. They couldn't figure out life. And you're very stable. Yeah, the Five of Cups just jumped out with the King of Pentacles behind it. Yeah, this person is in deep, deep, deep regret, crying over spilled milk. I don't know. Let's see. Are they really a King of Pentacles, or is that the energy they were able to step into because of you? I think it was energy that they were able to step into because of you. Hold on. King of Pentacles. Excuse me. See, I about called him the King of Wands. Oh. This could also be you, collective, because like the King of Pentacles is cusp energy of Leo and Virgo, and then the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. The Eight of Swords is Gemini. We have the Lovers here, Gemini. This is making me feel like somebody slept on you. Look. Ace of Cups, they slept on you. But I also feel like somebody could actually want to partner with you in a business endeavor also. I'm getting that. Like this offer could come in and the nick of time. Look, Ten of Wands. Maybe you were considering walking away from something, but this offer comes in to show you that you are on the right path. Six of Wands, right? You're about to get some sort of public recognition for what you do, right? There's so like there's a lot of abundant opportunities coming in. Look, just when you were feeling like maybe you were going to have to walk away really because there's just too much competition. The field is too competitive. It's inundated, is what I'm getting. But that's not it. Look, Fool, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, right. And yeah, this is like it's giving miracle energy. Like straight up giving miracle energy for whoever you are who's receiving these beautiful offers. And I feel like they're trustworthy with the sword of truth and loyalty right there with lovers, right? Chosen 144, like you're being handpicked because you are on a divine mission. You clearly have the the Holy Spirit within you, the Ace of Wands energy burning within you. Look, as I say that, Ace of Swords, right? Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but you've been very diligent with the Eight of Pentacles here. Look, as I cut the deck right to it. Again, the fire of the Holy Spirit burns within you. You've been waiting on this, Three of Wands, but also expectation. Be expecting this. Right. Who wouldn't want a partner? Who wouldn't? Right? Da 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 da. Not egoic. It's just claiming what it is you know. Okay? High Priestess energy. Uh-oh. It's your destiny. Star. Love it. So I'm getting two energy, like two different readings here. Like business and then pleasure. That's why it's very important to block out the negative thoughts. Eight of Swords isn't always a damsel in distress. Sometimes you just gotta hunker down and be in the Five of Swords by any means necessary to achieve your desires and goals. It's not hurting anyone. It's just a type of dedication. You can't think about the Three of Swords. So what, that didn't work, or da 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 da. So what if you failed? Da, da, da. So what? Let it go. Keep persevering. And I feel like there's energies that regret not being able to deter you more than anything. Right. Wanting to hold you back, pigeonhole you, Four of Pentacles. Wanted you to feel like you needed someone, Page of Cups, to the Nine of Cups, right? To break into an industry, a business, or something like that, and you didn't. You didn't. You knew it was all going to work out, and watch. Sun, Ace of Swords, mark my words, double confirmation. You didn't need anybody for that. Again, it's a trick. Oh my, so much. Yeah, look, as I say that, it's a trick, and there's a magician. Because you know who you are. All right. Wow. With the microdoser here, I feel like it was very slow and methodical, the way in which someone was attempting to psychologically break you down with this Eight of Swords energy. But whatever it is they were feeding you, right? Microdoser, the vomiting cupid, you didn't buy that. It's poisonous. It's so funny. I never noticed that it says shitcoin on here instead of Bitcoin, blockchain, shitcoin. Right. And so someone wanted you to believe that what you were investing your time, energy into was never going to turn into anything profitable or prosperous. You do, right. Oh, wait, I picked up the Eight of Pentacles. I wanted that. Hold on. Because that properly came out. Hold on. Yeah. They were trying to trick you, trying to slow you down. Seven of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles. There we go. Thank you. Right. Yeah, making it seem like it was too good to be true or too far fetched, that, too many holes in your plan and your path, your direction. No, that was somebody trying to convince you that you wouldn't be able to make it because there were too many potholes on your road. Fucking liar. And I feel like whoever these people are sent many, many folk with revolving door and conflict to try to trick you with catfish. Look, deception and the broken bed. So this makes me feel like this was somebody who maybe came towards you, maybe someone who dated you, but for nefarious purposes, right? This person was trying to crumble your foundation, your Four Wands. See, four poster bed broken, Four Wands right here. Right. This person's a liar. And they were trying to get you to break your contract with the divine, and that didn't happen. Ain't nothing but the devil. Didn't I tell you want to play a game? There's the larper. Right. They took a chance and they lost. That's from a spiritual perspective and a physical perspective. Anyone who's not by your side right now, they're not supposed to be by your side right now. This person should have counted themselves fortunate to even be around you. Oh, but what I was saying before I went looking for the Eight of Pentacles is that there are what? 8, 9, 10, 11 pentacles out here. Right. Look. Return receipt. That's funny. Because whatever this was, you didn't keep it. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't hold it close to you. You disregarded it or you dismissed it. You took it back, sent it back to this, like whatever it was, you returned that shit to sender. This menace. But now I feel like this person has decided to be a menace to you, a spiritual menace. Because I told you, I really feel like there's someone working against you, trying to keep you from all of this because they miss out on a golden opportunity to be with you. Right, see, they want to come back. This person could even be circling you, trying to figure out a way back out. I feel like this person didn't take you seriously. Like they tried to treat you like you was a piece of meat, like it was a joke. Okay. I feel like you got away from this person before they were able to truly accomplish whatever they set out to do. But I also feel like you removed yourself from the equation, especially if somebody was entertaining many, many people. That's disgusting. From a spiritual perspective, like, I care about your morals, but not enough to really chastise. You know right from wrong. You do. But from a spiritual perspective, it is disgusting the idea of cavorting and sleeping with multiple people. That is disgusting. From a spiritual perspective. Ew. Yeah, you definitely returned this before this person came back towards you. They don't want you to see this work. I keep trying to pick up the Eight of Pentacles. And so there's definitely energy of you being obscured or something being obscured from your view. They don't want you to see the benefits and the bounty of your hard work and dedication. That is apparent because this card keeps trying to remove itself. Right. See, look, there's the money grab and there's the cult activities. Exactly. See? Trying to siphon energy and all that. So I'm like, no, it's disgusting because that's all that shit means to me. Like when you out there sleeping with multiple people like that, that's all it is. Like you were literally energy harvesting. You were gathering from others. Whoa. Okay. Right. Like look at the little pill box. Like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, little bit of that, like creating the perfect cocktail. Holding people hostage and their energy. Yeah, okay. Trying to make anyway, the gamer, right. That's all this shit is to these people. Sick. I don't feel like they were able to capture your energy long term. I really don't. I feel like this person was sent towards you to do all of that. Two of Pentacles, right? Four of Wands, right? To try to gain access. All right, whatever. Let's keep going. Look, and they can't. Look, moving back in just came in the block position. I pulled it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this cola is definitely monetizing people's energy. Mm-hmm. I feel like they were supposed to try to calm the situation. I don't think they were able to do that. Or maybe they tried to give you something. Because look at that. That was supposed to, put you out, weaken your immune systems. As far as they're concerned, you're an alien. You're some sort of freaking anomaly because it didn't work. Look, don't get it twisted. Even if you're not in communication with these folks, I really feel like they're trolling you, trying to apply some sort of pressure. That's interesting. You know what this is reminding me of that Little Wayne lyric, what's a goon to a goblin? Mm-hmm. I feel like they were just thought they were going to use you, abuse you. Mm-hmm. Woo! When I tell you, you pull back your energy, boy, people be like, uh, where's the life of the party? Anyway, yeah, Daniel, you out like you was a piece of meat, huh? Jokes on them, because you disconnected. And now look at them sitting there, and they've all reverted back to whatever they were before they had access to your energy, to this very juvenile form, zombie. And look, now they're rotting. There's definitely conversations. Ooh. Still ain't learned what's a goon to a goblin. And you know what this reminds me of? Like, not even joking. I feel like on more than one occasion, something was given to another person to make them bug out, to make them trip, something like that. And every time your body literally rejected whatever it was, and good on you for that. Not to mention, I really do feel like with this shit coin here, the way in which they were doing all of this. Listen, this cold. Oh my God! Look, see that? How they like to connect to ruin people's innocence, to put them in this zombie state, is through your back door, ladies and gentlemen. So you be mindful of that. Yep. All sorts of spiritual sicknesses and physical sicknesses are spread that way. But this is how they do their magic. That's the secret. So they glow, their renewal, all of it. And out of all the people they were gathering energy from, collective, you were the biggest come up with the surprise card. But now these people are bankrupt. They're no longer eating good and fast off of your energy. Now they got to repay it. Them spiritual debts are mounting, and they're being called in. Disgusting. Good on you for being loyal to the divine, because you just took down a whole cult. I just want you to know that they they're not having any success right now, but they're still trying to push through your energy. Somebody could actually be trying to travel towards you or have taken some sort of trip to someone who could potentially apply pressure. But what they keep telling this person is that you really are up on this pedestal. You really are. And not that you're holier than thou, but the divine has crowned you. You are of royal lineage, the fleur de lis right there on the crown. And honestly, these people are now nervous with the anxiety card because look, The devil's coming to collect. I told you that with the student loans. Now I feel like somebody chain smoking because they know the devil's coming and they on borrowed time. Anyway, yeah, whoever this troll is, and I mean that this person who tried to appear too good to be true, this demonic person who tried to come up in your life as a catfish, like you wouldn't smell the occult activity, the evil, the vileness on them, the festering energy. Somebody really might have like a flesh-eating bacteria on them, like necrotizing fasciitis or something like that. Or somebody has done some sort of drug or something like that and has been exposed to it. As I say drug, there's a microdose, or somebody's in serious conflict. This shit could be spreading amongst the people. And they can't return it. Whatever this is, this workings that's been done against you, collective, it can't be returned on their end with the deleter. Like, okay, well, let me just send. No. You owe this landlord. You rent. Now you bankrupt. Your credit's overdue. You've scorned and hurt too many women with the too many cats card. Keep showing. Zombification. Y'all tripping. Look. Look. All the people all around the world, this person has been going toward powering up and shit. Look, road trip. I don't even look. They don't even know who they are. They'll be whoever they need to be. Whoever they need to be. There she blows. Somebody's got a huge tower coming towards them for this conflict. For this person who just likes to party. That's what it's like a party. Just want to hang out, have fun, you know. That person. Chronically posting, look at me, look at my life. Da, da, da. Ain't none of it organic. This person is like a ghost of their old self. Ugh. The best thing you could have did was discard this person, and that's what I'm getting. And I don't like to use that sort of terminology, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's like a narcissist, meaning AKA they're possessed by something. Truly possessed by something. That's a demon. Hey, look. Look at all that fighting that's going on amongst some people. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Look at that shit. Now everybody out in the cold. But look how they came back. Look. There could be a couple fighting about who, somebody's sick. 5 of Pentacles. There's an outside person, and they looking each other back and forth. Somebody really wish they would have tried harder to keep you from walking away. Like, really do. Totally. They should have did more. Page of Wands, 6 of Swords. But you wasn't meant to stay there. Chariot, 9 of Pentacles. You was just there for a little reason. Not even a full season. They said that's funny. The fact that you even looked in the direction of this person. This all happened after you walked away, collective. This person, maybe you were the third wheel and you didn't know it. That's possible. But when you walked away and disconnected, and I mean that, look, you walking away saved your life. I can't even, look, Death, Moon, Seven of Swords. Like somebody was really plotting on doing something real janky. But you were shielded from that. You were protected from that. But they were too slow, is what I'm getting with that Five of Cups energy right there. They could have wanted to put you on a little pyre, on a little altar for your, abundant energy. But your intuition, boy, your intuition. You saw it. You saw them approach. You cautiously allowed. You were studying this person as much as they were studying you. Look, not to mention your angel blew a horn. Gabriel was like, hey, you might want to stop. You might want to stop. You might want to do this quickly, because somebody ripping and running the streets. He for everybody. Yeah. Ooh. Couldn't bypass your intuition. You know why? Because you're chosen. So I was like, I saw that. I heard that. Look, King of Swords like, no. I heard that. I already know what you're thinking. I already know what you're plotting. I already know what you're scheming. Look. Like, when I tell you they was going to sacrifice you, I mean that. Look, Page of Pentacles, Dark Practitioner, World card. It was going to put you on a little pyre. But you did what you were supposed to do and roll out. And they've been chasing you ever since. Never ignore your angels, people. Never ignore your angels. This is what's funny. When people really think they know what you desire, it's funny. I mean, honest to God, right? I'm looking at these cards. If you were like in a healthy place mentally, emotionally, who would not want to be, right, in a relationship? One that is based off of loyalty and truth. Those who are pursuing their own divine mission. Who wouldn't want to be partnered with someone like that? It's beyond just passion and lust. It's the next level union. Who wouldn't want that? So it's kind of a no-brainer. It's very like matter of fact, common sense sort of thing. I feel like the majority of people, because we were not created to be alone, there are periods of loneness that all people go through, even when they're in partnerships. Because when spirit taps you, you must respond. But anyway, who wouldn't want that? And I feel like somebody tried to use that as a guiding principle, right? To come towards you. And you would just be so over the moon that you would just jump in with both feet. And I'm not really getting that. I'm getting the road to independence, the journey of self-sufficiency. You love that shit. 3 of Cups. Like, you're happy. You're content. You have the freedom to move about. Page of Wands was on top of that. And so when this person who thought they were going to be able to tame you with all of this compassion and love, and how dare you, 4 of Cups, and reject the opportunity. I'm getting somebody don't like their family. That's a lot of Cancerian energy out here. Look, Chariot's Cancer, 3 of Cups is Cancerian. Look, 4 of Cups Cancerian. Somebody didn't like their family. Didn't like this sort of leverage energy they were picking up on. Somebody was already in their winning season, 6 of Wands, right? They really thought you were just going to be so Joey Amp about being, recognized or somebody, like whatever. But you really are content. And because of that, you don't allow your heart to lead you. You allow your mind, look, whatever they thought, whatever insight they thought they had about you, collective, was not correct, because your logic overrides your emotions with that 2 of Pentacles like that. Somebody too grounded and practical and too content to allow anybody to come into their life and make it harder, to be a burden, to be a dependent. And this person thought they were going to come in and cause you every type of ending unbeknownst to you. Quiet as it's kept by, you wanted a partner, you wanted love, you wanted loyalty so much, you wanted a soulmate so much. And that's not what happened. This person came to you thinking they were going to have the upper hand. But your journey has made you too resilient, and you're very clear. The universe be straight like dry snitching on people. To whoever you are, collective, straight dry snitching. This person, you hold the sword of truth. You knew they weren't trustworthy, that they weren't a good friend, that they didn't have your best interests at heart. You could see clear as a bell. And I feel like that's your union to, again, the divine. It has nothing to do with anyone else, because God got your back. Anything you need, you go right to the divine, you go right to the top. Let me see. Depending on what scene, somebody might have your birth chart. Because I went to the 2nd house, right? Feelings, values, self-worth, talent, heredity, social privilege. They really thought they understood, because it's a fixed energy, your 2nd house, Taurus. They really understood who you were and what you wanted. They know somebody from your childhood, your past, and that's how they were getting their information. Joke's on them. All right, I'm going to pick these up. Higher level consciousness. New beginnings, fresh start ahead. Your slate is clear. Take advantage. I know that's right. You've overcome some heartbreak. Anyway. Matrix. Ooh. The Matrix has a new idea. But I feel like you're going to be able to manipulate the Matrix is really what I'm getting. Okay. I do feel like for some you have broken free of the Matrix. Or you're about to. Seeing patterns. Look, I'm in the rough. What I say? You're about to. But moreover, I really do feel like Matrix is getting a new idea on how to come at you. They like, oh, we ain't forget about you. Look, dancing with the devil. Like I said, they ain't forget about you. Lovers. Mm, mm, mm. Look at that shit. I feel like for so many of you, as I look, generational curse breaker and look, generational wealth. Okay. Some of you broke free from this paradigm. Like truly. The karmic idea of your twin flame. Dancing with the devil, lovers, and twin flame. Really. That's not low vibrational energy. It's high vibrational energy. Again, there's a difference between polarity and shadow. Lots of folks confound, and I was guilty of it too, the shadow with the polarity. You broke free from that, look. And because of that, you broke free. You broke free. For some, you're about to. Some of you are about to release that karmic toxic energy for something that is truly harmonic, yin and yang. Someone that aligns with your soul mission. But you're so close. So beware, okay? Because it literally says beware. I do feel like because you're so close, it's about to get intense. And they're about to do some risky-ish, you know, those who are asleep and allow themselves to be vessels for it. But again, beware. Okay? Karma. It's just a neutral force. So, sorry, I'm not. Can't stand them things. All right, sidebar. Now, I often say things like I like to actually take the soil I buy and like put it on a baking tray and put it in the oven and like toast the out of it, and that way it kills any and everything in it. But like you have to use like one of those oven bags anyway. But then you have to put all the nutrients back in it. It's a very controlled thing, and I didn't do that this time, and I am paying for it. Ugh! Anyway. But my plants look amazing. They're happy. Okay, back to the reading. You are so close. And it's nothing that's outside of you. It's you. You're doing it. By learning these lessons. I'm seeing this like he's touching her throat here, her neck, the back of her head. Like there's this emphasis on your crown, your throat, your connection to the divine, the peering into the eyes, like almost hypnosis, wanting you to go back to sleep, repeating the same cycle, ignoring the signs from the universe, and you're not. So I feel like whatever your form of temptation is, there will be a test coming with Dancing with the Devil and the Lovers. Told you the Matrix got a brand new idea. They're going to regret it though. They're going to send somebody in who you may feel like was a missed opportunity, right? When you knew this person, they were a lost boy. Now they are a made man, okay? This could also be the attempt to obscure your vision of this person, right? Because look, your throne awaits, spiritual awakening. There's the dark night. This could very well be the person you're supposed to partner with, right? They too have broken free of all forms of bondage. But this very well could have been someone who betrayed you, who's looking for a fresh start. So it's very important for you to be as clear as possible, right? Because with the karma card here, right? What seeds did you plant? You know if someone deserves another round with you, like truly a second chance. See, look, divine love, give and take, cutting through the BS. Right, wow. I feel very much so. This unto itself could make you feel confused, like it's a trick or a test. Because when you knew this person, I do feel like it was very much passion and lust, sort of truth. But they themselves have been on a self-love journey, and they picked it up just like you did, Divine Feminine. Healer and miracles. Wow. This person really could have caused you a lot of anxiety at a point for whatever reason. You'll have to take it up with the divine, okay? Especially if there's so much history, and for some of you it feels like there's a lot of history. But it'll be on you because you hold the key. But again, regardless if something took a turn, what seeds did you sow? Did you watch someone self-sabotage? Did they never try? You know what I mean? Were they able to get themselves out of gear? Were they going through a rough patch? What was it for you to decide? This person made a mistake. Was it just that simple? Was the disappointment that they caused you so deep that there is no reuniting, forgiveness? Were they up their own ass so far that they just missed the opportunity with you and they move forward? But, don't hold. If you don't want someone to hold your past against you, then I would advise not holding someone's past against them. Because our Father loves this newly made man. A father's love and made man. I really do feel like this would be miraculous. This reunion, whatever this is. Because I don't feel like you were awakened during that period either, with Lost Girl showing up. And our Father loved us, right? All us Lost Girls, as we were going through our awakening before we became made women, right? Helped. We learned, we applied. Sort of truth. I don't want to. It's so funny because I'm very much a human, a spirit having a human experience, and so my human is like, you need to mind your business on this. My spirit is like, yes, forgive, forgive, forgive. Don't be a doormat. But my human is human. You know. It'll be up to you to see if this person is telling the truth. If they truly deserve a fresh start after they betrayed you, right? Because it's not always hunky dory. In divine partnerships, they definitely get challenged. But we both must give and take in relationships, right? It takes two to tango, quite literally. I see the worry, the fear, and all of that. But, again, it's up to you. Head over heart. Are you confident? You know? Reflect. You might have to do a pros and cons list. Interesting. If the matrix can make you doubt yourself, that could be a part of that too. Believe in miracles. Again, the choice is yours. Give up or boss up. Sort of truth. Because you have discernment. And so you don't have to doubt yourself. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your path to pursue or not. But I want you to know you are divinely protected, and this is happening exactly when it should. And even that heartbreak that transpired between you happens exactly when it should. Because healing heals the healer. And God loves to use his chosen to show, to prove, to make examples of before those who are doubtful. In some strange way, you help this person heal, even in your disconnection, because you help them to break free. Wow. When you encountered this person, this masculine energy, and this lover's energy, you knew who they really were, although they were still very much unawakened in their shadow and potentially playing with the dark arts. But on some Greek mythology shit, I'm getting Persephone and Hades. Or for more modern stuff, you remember in the new Sabrina on Netflix? Right. Remember how her family had signed her up to marry that bull? And she was like, I'm not doing it. For calling your power. Lost girl, high priestess. See what I mean? Found the loophole. Figured it out. Anyway, there's relevance to that for someone. Absolutely. Okay. Let's pick up the scarlet ibis. I've never seen a scarlet ibis. I've only seen a white ibis. All right, let's do one more round. Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? Let's clear up the fog, push through the illusion. Yo, this is crazy. Look, Queen of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and here's the Empress. I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody like, I'm gonna have my beautiful, opulent life no matter what. No matter what. Because somebody is grounded and focused. And they are willing to work their ass off to get to where they want to be and how they want to live. Your evolution also is a thing to be marveled. I also feel like for somebody's like, they want to get you pregnant. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying what I'm getting. Two of Cups. Look at that. Now, for some of you, you know, they say there's no gender in tarot, but I get energies, but I'm looking at a bunch of females right here. There could be somebody of the same sex, I'm gonna put it that way, who wants to date you. But I also, besides that, there could be somebody who is observing how you move, your determination, and they actually want to connect with you. But I see attraction. So this makes me feel like it's romantic. Let's see what else is out. Come out. Look. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Wands. So this person could be in the same field as you. Then I also feel like I'm getting a couple different things. The same sex thing, someone who admires your journey, but also this is like a self thing, your own personal ambition and, you know, focus and all that good shit. And then there are people here, a third sort of energy where there are folks in the same field as you. It could be the spiritual community, doesn't have to be, but I feel like you're talking to the readers, not high priestess, readers, tarot, oracle, something like that, readers. And I do feel like somebody wants to see you win, even though they're supposed to be competing with you. I feel like somebody is very grounded in their own right, comfortable in their own right, and they could help you achieve something. But I also feel like for some of you who are readers, that you're going to get some form of like shout out from somebody who's like really well known. Acknowledgement of your hard work. And that mention is going to give you a really big boost. Yeah, somebody really wants to see you win. Like, really. This is a friend. Someone, again, it's a competitive field, but somebody also sees the spiritual warfare that is going on here. And I just see assistance. Yeah, this is a friend coming in. Someone like a hidden helper. They see something maybe that you don't coming in. But others, this definitely could be somebody who wants to date you. Again, I'm getting three different energies in this. For those, there's also an opportunity for advancement coming in. Don't reject this automatically. You need to ponder it. You need to, yeah, you need to ponder it. Ace of Cups. Look at that. Like I said, I saw the Four of Cups. And so that's why I was like, when this offer comes in, don't reject it. Because see, look, Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, that's the Four of Cups. It's better than you think it is. I know it's, you know, it's, but I really get that you have been patient. You have waited long enough to receive your flowers. And so they're coming in. Somebody might even want to partner with you on this journey because you might be stronger together than you are separate. Yeah, somebody wants to see you succeed. I cannot stress that enough. They really do. And that's a beautiful thing, especially looking at this here, because it is such a competitive energy and there's so much sabotage that that people experience, especially when they're independent. There, it's a solo act with the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like this person's coming in to help you. Like I really do. To defend you, protect you, guide you. Everybody needs a friend. I feel like it's gonna blow your motherfucking mind on who it is. Tower, Two of Wands, Emperor. He said, I was here. Sun, Six of Wands. Wants to see you succeed. Wants to see you get your flowers. Your recognition. You've worked hard. Yeah, they look, watching, studying, observing. Yeah, you deserve compassion, support. This is a supportive leader coming in. Mm-hmm. Before August ends, I just saw that. Eight of Cups. Before August ends. Okay? Cups are months, 8 months, right? Death card ending, right? Before August ends, this person's coming in. I don't know, if you'd be worth your weight in salt if a reader couldn't pick this up. I'm not even being funny. I just saw the Seven of Swords, so it made me think this person was trying to like sneak up on you, you know, tiptoe in. But Spirit sees all. And then look, there's the Queen of Cups. He watching. And I do feel like this person's in love with you. Look. Right. Oh yeah, you oh yeah. They admire your strength, your beauty, your pizzazz, your saucy sexiness. They do. Good job, guys. Look. Ten of Cups. This person coming in is your happily ever after. This is the one you won't be able to hold on to mutually. I love it. What you're looking for is looking for you. But right now, no matter how this goes forward, this is about your work and the fact that your work has been constantly under some form of attack. And they're here to lift you up out of this. to defend you, to protect you. I like it. All right, guys. On that note, I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, I hope this helped you in some way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll do it again very soon. Love you lots. Bye.